Hi, I am Candice Mitchell. I am a medium and a channel of psychic messages from Source, the universe, Gus, if you will. And I am also the author of The Little Girl Nobody Loved and How She Learned to Love Herself. I believe that when I came to this life, when I had the meeting with the council before this life and I made the life contract, that I was quite the show off, and I just said, give me all the lessons, because I've had quite the life journey. I have been through just about every form of abuse you can imagine a child enduring, and I have recovered mostly on my own because I'm so stubborn and determined. I knew that I was not authentically born having panic attacks. I knew that I was not authentically born with PTSD. I believed that these things were learned through the caregivers that I had, and they needed to be unlearned. So when the doctor told me I was going to have to take Xanax for the rest of my life in order to be able to sleep without waking up from a panic attack because I was physiologically addicted to the stress hormones, I decided right then and there to do something different. So there were a series of other events along the way, but finally 20 years ago, at the age of 37, I had a wake-up call where I realized I had a lot of choice to make. I had a lot of choices I was making to stay in the victim mentality, and I decided it was time to start making different choices. I will tell you, healing is not linear. It was very spiral. I would revisit the same lesson just at a different level, and honestly, it feels more like a deeper level, and I would clean out more gunk and keep going. Along the way on my quest for healing, I also completed my education and got a bachelor's of science in psychology and a master's of science in clinical mental health counseling. I am a licensed psychotherapist or clinician in the state of Nevada. However, I will surrender my license so that I can commit fully and use my international board certification of success and life coach, master NLP practitioner, and clinical hypnotherapist. I'm also a master of time techniques, and I genuinely, because I have Sophianic sight, I genuinely believe the best in people. And here's the craziest part. I am an energy alchemist. When people are with me, they end up leaving feeling better because the entire time they're with me, I'm using my psychic energy, and I didn't know that I did this until somebody gave me the feedback. I see the mental movie almost like I'm channeling their experience that they had that they're sharing, and I change it in my mind. And when I change it and I feel it and I share that energy with the person, they feel it as well. So, yeah. I really want to do workshops and work with people. I want to help people heal. I've been told I'm an inspiration, that with everything I've gone through, to be in the space, to be able to be loving and forgiving and accepting the way that I am, is really, I don't know, unusual. That might be too small a word. I want to do a podcast called Welcome Home, and I want every topic to be open for discussion. The thing is we have to be able to be respectful and disagree and hear each other again. I also want to do online book clubs, and I want people to be able to use narrative therapy approach to shared story and go through the book and do the journaling prompts that I provide and do the exercises that I tell my reader to do in the book, so that they can also have their own welcome home journey, that journey back home to their authentic self. I believe all of us have psychic powers. I think that's innately who we are, and it's all that junk that gets in the way. It's time to clear it out and come on home to who we are. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. This is my dream.